So, I was having a normal Monday. I'm usually off of work Mondays, so I figured I'd sleep in, I'd recharge a little bit, go to the gym, come home, take a shower, yada, 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 and get on the computer a little bit, do some video editing before we go to a friend's tonight. And I sit down, I check my email, I check YouTube, all that fun bullshit, and I start seeing videos about reactions to the Undertaker's streak ending in the WWE. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, oh, WrestleMania was last night or something, wasn't it? I really don't keep track with wrestling much anymore. But anyway, I'll get into that. So sure enough, I go to MSN and I bing Undertaker streak ending. There's all these articles talking about the Undertaker streak ending in New Orleans at WrestleMania 30. I'm like, no. No. It's probably just like a misunderstanding, or it kind of looked that way, but it wasn't, And I was going to click on one of these articles, and it was going to be like, oh, but the Undertaker came back and he kept his streak, and oh, happy ending, Skittles and rainbows for everybody. So I clicked on one of these articles, and the entire time I'm thinking, when you see that shocking bit of news, you're like, no, that didn't happen. It didn't happen. No, click, didn't happen. Didn't happen. No, there's no way they could be this fucking stupid to do something like that. It didn't happen. Page comes up. It didn't happen. It fucking happened. Like, I don't even know what to say. I don't even fucking know what to say. But, and I know it's counterintuitive to come on here and make a video and upload it on YouTube when you really don't have something to say, but I feel like I had to do something. Like, because this is all I've been thinking about ever since I read it, maybe half an hour ago. So, what the fuck? What in the fuck? Okay. I'm not, like I said before, I'm not the biggest wrestling fan, at least not anymore, but like a lot of other people who are around 30 years old, I grew up like in the late 80s, early 90s. I was just like 8 or 9 years old or whatever. And, like 7 or 8, whatever. But I grew up watching like classic WWF matches. Hulk Hogan, Roddy Piper, The Ultimate Warrior, Andre the Giant, like even going back a little bit further, Bruno Sammartino. Like I remember I used to go to video stores back in the good old VHS days when we didn't have the internet or peer-to-peer sharing or anything like that. And I used to, I remember the very first match in WrestleMania 1. It was Tito Santana versus the Executioner. I could still picture it in my mind. And I used to love watching all those old WrestleMania and like the old pay-per-view videos and stuff like that. I remember I had a SummerSlam 91 for the longest time. Remember that with Macho Man and Miss Elizabeth's wedding, and Jake the Snake Roberts like crashed it because I think he left us a big snake in one of the gift presents or something like that. It was a match made in heaven and a match made in hell, and the match made in hell was it was like some sort of tag team match with Hulk Hogan and Sergeant Slaughter. I know they were involved somehow. I don't remember the specifics of it, but you know what I mean. For anyone who's seen it, you know what I'm talking about. And then after that, maybe in like 92, 93, I kind of dropped it a little bit. I kind of got bored of it for a few years, and I got mixed up in like, PC gaming and, gaming in general, like consoles. Like I got attracted to other things. And then fast forward to like 97, 98, I was in middle school, and my good friend there was talking about this guy. The conversation got to wrestling somehow. I don't even remember. It's like one of those happy accidents that happens with conversation. But he mentioned this guy named Steve Austin. I'm like, who the fuck is Steve Austin? I don't know what you're talking about. So sure enough, we got to talking. He's like, it's really cool what's going on right now with wrestling. I was like, okay, whatever. So I turned it on. And it got to a point where Steve Austin and Vince McMahon were in one of their feuds, and it was just starting to be cultivated, the whole like Austin McMahon feud that was going on, and I loved it. And I had to see what happened next week. And weeks turned into months, months turned into years, and I loved it. And that's what everyone knows as the Attitude Era of the WWF. Loved it. And then maybe in like, I don't know, 2002, 2003, like everyone I really started to like during the Attitude Era kind of left and drifted off in different directions. Like Austin got injured to the point where he couldn't come back. The Rock went to Hollywood. Mick Foley started writing books, and, you know, no one was really left. Oh, besides Triple H, you know, Triple H this and Triple H that. And Triple H had to be in front of the camera every fucking 10 seconds because we would all forget about Triple H. Triple H, Triple H, Triple H. Am I saying it enough? I can't possibly say it enough because, you know, that guy really needed fucking screen time because he was banging the boss's daughter. So we needed to see him all the fucking time. And everything was about Triple H is the greatest. Triple H is the game. You're going to play the game. You're going to fucking lose because it's Triple H, you know? No one can beat Triple H. Triple H is the best in the world. Triple H this, Triple H that. And I just got sick of it. You know, they treat it like everyone watching or everyone that's remotely interested in wrestling, you got to get on Triple H's cock now. Are you busy? Because Triple H has some more room on his cock, you know, and you can jump on his ego too while you're at that. Like if his cock's full at the moment, it won't be for long because, you know, that cock's really big apparently because Triple H is in front of the fucking screen all the time. You have to get on his ego because there's always room on that. Like Triple H was all right when he was in DX during the Attitude Era, but after that I got sick of him. Like, okay, whatever. So I dropped it again. And ever since then, man, WWF became WWE, and WWE is stupid, just like its programming has been for the past few years. Like, I've been keeping up with it from time to time, and it's just dumb. Like, I don't care for John Cena. I don't care for Randy Orton. CM Punk was but he left. I can see why he left, because everything that's going on right now, like, they're just... everyone in that network is just losing their fucking shit. Like, obviously their ratings are going down because they're doing some weird ass fucking shit, like, just to get attention, just like they did to the Undertaker last night. You know? Who else? Did I mention Randy Orton? I don't care for Randy Orton. And, like, the whole thing now is Daniel Bryan. So we have a guy that has a beard and he screams yes all the time. Like that's it. That's the best. That's the guy that's getting a push right now. A bearded guy who yells yes. Wow. Man, what a fucking creative juggernaut that is, guys. Man, keep up that good work. Like, what are we going to get next? A guy who wears nothing but a cape and just takes a shit in the middle of the ring? Are we going to get that next? I mean, hey, why not? Let's just go crazy. Like, that'll give you ratings, right? Ratings isn't always a good thing. But the Undertaker, like, wow. Like, I just... I'm like I said, I haven't watched wrestling in a while, but it's one of those things that happened with the Undertaker streak where it strikes those chords with you, like from your childhood, where you're just like, it's that huge nostalgic factor and like those great memories you had as a kid where things were so much better than they were now in some ways. And sometimes it always isn't rose-tinted glasses, and I really do. I hate to play the my childhood got raped card, but that's kind of what it feels like. It kind of feels like when George Lucas completely fucked up Star Wars. You know, like, why would you do that? Like, the guy, like, how old is The Undertaker? Like, between those eras I watched wrestling, he's been working that whole fucking time. This guy's been wrestling for over 30 years, at least. What's the guy, like in his 50s now? Like, he was going to retire soon. Why not just let him retire with his dignity? He's the only one that had a WrestleMania streak like that. Man, like... And to Brock Lesnar, the gun for hire who from UFC who fucking leaves and comes back to the WWE apparently whenever he fucking feels like it. Come on. Come on. Brock Lesnar. And, you know, if you go to Bing and you fucking look at, I'm looking at this, one of the first results was Fox Sports. Like, the headline is Undertaker streak ends in New Orleans. And you gotta see these pictures, because it's fucking pitiful, people. I'm telling you. Like, we got a picture of Brock Lesnar with his fucking UFC glove. Like, they're not even trying to hide it or anything. And the next picture is probably the most disgraceful fucking thing I've ever seen this company do. And that's saying something, because they've done some stupid fucking shit. You got 21-1 on the billboard. You got, like, this place is probably fucking sold out. It probably has been for, like, the last 2 or 3 years, because it's WrestleMania. I mean, it's the Super Bowl of wrestling. Anyone who watches it knows that. Then you got The Undertaker, who's laying here looking like a fucking bitch. He looks like a jobber. Like you'd see it like a fucking local show. Like this guy this guy fucking needs like calcium pills or something. Like he fucking like he's literally like the old lady who's like fallen and she can't get up. Like it's fucking pathetic. Like what is wrong with you people? Like who writes the scripts for what goes on in wrestling? Like a room full of monkeys now? And Brock... Ooh. Ah. Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar. Because, in the same article here, you got to see the looks on these people's faces. Like, they're in complete shock. There's some even that are crying. Like, the guy here is weepy-eyed with a Hulkamania bandana on. Like, that says it all. That's me when I was, like, 10 years old. Like, people were just beside themselves. I'm shocked this place didn't go into a fucking riot when this event was over. So, let's see... So, if you're going to let Brock Lesnar, of all people, end the Undertaker streak after 21 years, so you're automatically saying that he's better than Jimmy Snuka, Jake the Snake Roberts, King Kong Bundy, Diesel, Psycho Sid, Kane, Big Boss Man, Triple H, who he's faced 3 times at WrestleMania. 3. 3. So you're pretty much saying Brock Lesnar's better than 3 Triple H's rolled into one. Randy Orton, he's a douchebag anyway. He faced Shawn Michaels twice. That was in, looks like WrestleMania 25 and 26. He faced Shawn Michaels back-to-back. He faced CM Punk last year. But no, like all those are bitches compared to Brock Lesnar. Oh, let's bring out the big guns from UFC and end Undertaker's streak. I don't even... Nothing I can say that sits here... I can't even talk anymore. Nothing I can say while I sit here can bring justice to how fucking terrible this is. But I can start with saying fuck you. Fuck you, WWE. Fuck you, Vince McMahon. Fuck anyone that was involved in this. And I know wrestling staged. I know it was planned and stuff, which makes that even scarier. Because did The Undertaker know about this before he went out there and had his streak ended? I would have said, lick the taint off of my balls, packed my bags, and I would have got the fuck out of Dodge. And I would have left with my career and my dignity instead of just my, well, neither one now. Fucking sons of bitches. Like I said, I peaked at wrestling before, but now I'm done. I'm all done. I'm done. Like, just when you think something can't get any worse, you know, just when you think you've hit rock bottom, someone pulls a shovel out of their ass. Oh my God, this is a disgrace. Like I said, I'm probably getting a little more upset about it than I should be, but it's the Undertaker. Like, anyone who doesn't watch wrestling, you know, I probably look like a 11-year-old retard on Ritalin, flailing my arms around here and yelling. But there's millions of people out there that get it, that know what I'm talking about. Like, you can't do shit like this. You want ratings, Vince? Fine. There's like a million other ways you can get ratings. You know? But this, like, I sincerely hope The Undertaker knew about this, and this wasn't another, you know, this wasn't Montreal Screwjob Part 2. But, man, I got nothing else. I gotta close this. I gotta bring the recorder back up here. I'm just going to say one more thing. Wrestling's dead. It's been dead before, but it's certainly dead now. I mean, WCW's gone. They played a part in it too, but now not only does Vince have no competition, I can't think of a better way to just completely and utterly, with no excuses at all, take a giant, steamy, runny fucking shit, not only on The Undertaker's wrestling legacy, but on the millions and millions of fans around the world. Good job, Vince. You got your ratings. Now go fuck yourself. I'll still play like classic wrestling games to try and preserve the good memories I have about wrestling, but from this moment on, as far as modern wrestling goes, I ain't talking about it. I'm done. You know, thanks for all the memories, Undertaker. I hope you're not being affiliated with this company again or wrestling another match after this, because I sure as hell fucking wouldn't. What's the point? That's